Hey guys, Romeo wants to tell you something. Pretty exciting.
Pregnant with another baby.
Can you see that? See how the second line, this one, you can see it, but it's really faint because it's super early on in the pregnancy. I guess it would be like just like a month. I think you go by your last period, but I know I really only got pregnant like a couple of weeks ago, so it's really early on. But with both my pregnancies with Ocean and Romeo, the same thing happened on the pregnancy test. I took the pregnancy tests really early, like, you know, only a couple of weeks after I conceived, and they did the same thing. They showed up as really faint lines on the test, like you can barely even see it, but it is definitely a second line. It's definitely a positive pregnancy test. Are you excited, buddy? Slash Harry Potter?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Are you excited?
Have you brushed your teeth, Eric?
Yes, I am. I got
Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna go now, guys. Okay, so yeah guys, I am pregnant with baby number 3. We are really excited. This was another planned pregnancy. All of our pregnancies were planned. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. Our baby is due at the end of May next year. And this time we won't find out what we're having. It'll be a surprise, which is going to be fun. And so I thought I'd just talk a little bit about how I've been feeling, how the first trimester is going for me. So I'm currently just over 10 weeks. So I'm closing towards the end of the first trimester. And I'm honestly feeling terrible. I felt the same with Ocean and with Romeo in the first trimester. And I felt terrible. You want to sit up here with me? Yeah, I felt the same. I basically, in the first trimester of pregnancy, a few weeks in, do you want to help me out? A few weeks in, I just don't feel good at all. I get nausea fairly quickly. I actually knew I was pregnant super early. I wasn't even a month pregnant. I don't even think I was 3 weeks pregnant, but I started to get sore boobs, and I also started to feel nauseous. And then I also track my cycle using the fertility awareness method, which I will do a separate video on because it's amazing. You can use it both to get pregnant and to avoid pregnancy, and it's not the rhythm method at all. It's completely different. It's a scientific method. And yeah, so a few weeks in, I usually start feeling pretty yuck. So for me, I don't vomit, but I do get nausea. But honestly, the nausea isn't the worst thing for me. The worst part of the first trimester for me, and it does end at the end of the first trimester, is the fatigue. I'm just absolutely shattered. And I'm not used to feeling like this. I'm usually a really high energy person because of the foods that I fuel my body with. I normally have huge amounts of energy and I can keep going all day, and I don't really have dips and lows in my day as far as energy goes, even running around after the kids. But when I'm pregnant in the first trimester, I'm just absolutely shattered. Even after a 10-hour sleep, I've been having like 10-hour sleeps at night most nights, and even after having 10-hour sleeps, I wake up in the morning and I'm still tired, and by about 5 p.m. at night I just crash. If I haven't kind of organized myself for the day before then, like all the dinner sorted, all the evening stuff kind of organized and prepped, then it just doesn't get done because I'm just completely wiped out, and it's a struggle. It's been a real struggle for me. I'm a bit of a type A personality as well. I really like to have things done a certain way. I like to be super organized, and I really like to spend my time wisely, and spending so much extra time sleeping, like going to bed early, and just spending time throughout the day resting when I would normally be doing things that I enjoy has been really, really tough for me. So I'm really looking forward to the end of this phase of the pregnancy and moving on to where I have more energy and I feel like myself again. And the other thing I've been dealing with is I actually just went to the optometrist today. If you guys don't know, I have to wear glasses all the time. I don't have terrible vision, it's only just a little bit, but I do have to wear glasses all the time. I choose to wear contact lenses all the time because I prefer them, but I wear glasses in the evening, and I have had a lot of what feels like eye strain. Like I can barely look at a screen without my eyes hurting and feeling like they're really, really strained. And the same thing happened with Ocean, and that's when in the first trimester, that's actually when I went from wearing glasses just when I was on a screen or reading to wearing them all the time. And so I got my eyes tested today, and I was interested to see if I needed to up my prescription, but I didn't, which is really awesome. My prescription is exactly the same, but my eyes are really dry, and the lady said that there's 2 reasons for why my eyes are sore. They're dry, so there's just not enough moisture getting to my eyes, which is making them really sore, but she said just the overall tiredness of the first trimester of pregnancy is enough to affect your eyesight. But she said that what also happens is that because of all the hormones that are released in the first trimester of pregnancy in particular, they just skyrocket, and quite often you get a lot of hormonal changes. And I have noticed that my hair has been a lot oilier, which my hair is not really naturally that oily, so it's been a lot oilier. And I have noticed that my skin's been a little bit oilier as well. And she said that what can happen is that around your eyes, there's really not enough moisture going there. And so I have to kind of balance that back out again. She's given me these just massaging, basically getting a warm flannel, putting it over my eyes and just massaging my eyelids and under my eyes for about 10 minutes morning and night, and that should balance it back out in a few weeks, which is really good. And just giving my eyes a rest from the screen as much as I can. So it's one of the reasons that I haven't been uploading videos in the last 2 weeks as I normally do, which, as you guys probably know, is normally weekly, and I've been really feeling awful about that as well, because I love uploading videos. I'm so passionate about it and I love it, but the time that I do my editing normally is after the kids go to bed, and I do get time in the weekends. Normally Nick takes the kids out for a few hours and I get to do some editing at home, but I've just been so exhausted that I've been resting and sleeping and just kind of vegging out when I have the chance, and I'm going to bed with the kids pretty much, so I just have not had the energy to do editing. And because my eyes have been so sore, the thought of like looking at a screen for an hour or 2 to edit videos is the absolute last thing I feel like doing, and I don't want to damage my eyes. So I'm just kind of reorganizing things in a different way. I'm just trying to ensure that the things that are a priority obviously get taken care of. Like the kids are obviously my #1 priority, so I need to make sure that all of their needs are being met, that Romeo's homeschooling is still being achieved, and that we're still going out on play dates, which we have been. And so that's kind of where my energy is going at the moment, and then I'm just really needing to take care of myself. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is food. I'm really passionate about healthy eating lots of whole plant foods, and I definitely have not had a desire to eat any animal products. But I found in the first trimester with Ocean, because of the food aversions that I had and just feeling really sick, nauseous and tired, I really gravitated towards a lot more processed foods. I found that to be the case again with Ocean. The biggest difference for me is that I don't really have much of a desire to have fruit. I haven't gone off fruit completely like I did with Ocean. It hasn't been that strong, but I definitely don't have a desire to have smoothies at the moment. I do love smoothie bowls, however, so I've just kind of rearranged my diet a little bit. In the last 2 weeks, I have been indulging in a few processed foods that I normally wouldn't have. I've been having like a few vegan pies, and I've been buying some vegan chips, which normally those things are just like a rare treat for me, and I've been buying some vegan chocolate as well. So there's just a few things that I've been buying, just indulging in, and yeah, I'm just really trying to be easy on myself with that and know that it's really not forever. Hey Viva, and I'm still eating mostly whole plant foods, and I'm really just trying to get in the greens as much as possible. I'm having lots of like the spirulina and barley grass juice powders. So I'll just show you my little bump, because I do have a bump already. I hope you can see it, but there it is. Little bump, little baby in there. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for being patient with me in the last couple of weeks while my video uploads have been really, really slow. Say bye. Bye. See you guys.